Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 30th of April. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Avita Medical, Empire, Wiser and Car Sales. So if you have a request, send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter. Make sure you share these videos on social media. If you do enjoy these videos, we'd love to get a review from you on Facebook or Google. If you need more help with your portfolio, make sure you check out our portfolio management services. And of course, any advice here is general only. So we'll start with Avita. So if I just zoom out on the daily chart, we can see that this sort of mid 30-cent region was good support for the stock. It's bounced pretty well off that. Recently it's come back, but we've had a gap. We've had a gap here near 40 cents, which it seems to have bounced off fairly well. So as long as it can hold this gap, I think it can continue to head higher. Empire. Start with the weekly chart. We can see it's been a pretty poor performer over the years anyway. Looking at the daily chart, we can see that it did jump up a couple of days ago, but it could only close pretty much in the middle of that range. So a bit of selling kicking in near the top there, didn't really do much the day after. So it really needs to get some positive momentum from here. Otherwise, it just looks like another rally that's going to get sold into. Wiser. Now, as we can see, this has shed quite a lot of value over that sort of February-March period. So, it'll take a while for this to bounce back. Since the lows in March, it has traded fairly well. So short term, it's looking all right, but I just think generally it needs to use up a bit more time here. I think the 20-cent region will be an obvious resistance level for it. Just looking at obviously these peaks here, but also if we measure this decline, 20 cents would be a 50% retracement. So it may well get to that level, but I'll be surprised if it can get through that fairly quickly. As I said, I think it needs to use up some more time. Car sales. So look, making some pretty good progress at the moment. In terms of the move up here, we've got a higher low and a couple of higher highs. So it's doing okay. If it can go past this previous high here, then we're looking at $15. So it just seems like an obvious level. Plus, again, if we sort of measure it as a fib retracement, we're looking at a 50% retracement. So I think probably limited upside from here. It needs to get through this, and then it's going to get resistance here. But so far it's tracking okay. If it fails to get through this $14 region, I think what we'll see is possibly a retest back here near $12. So we may well see a bit more of an easing back to 12. So we just need to see what it does here near the $14 mark. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through.